こんにちは、トレイシです。This is your motivational study break with My Nihongo lessons.
Each video dives into grammar, vocabulary, and writing, helping you to make deeper connections with the Japanese language. Let's get started. 皆さん、こんにちは. Study with me. We are using Rikai and looking at lesson 1, Hiragana. This is the Hiragana chart. This shows us all the possible ways to use Hiragana in Japanese. We're going to listen to the audio and we'll start up in the upper left corner and we'll read across. And then we'll go to the next row on down and then we'll jump to the other sounds as we go. Are you ready? We're just working on matching the sound to the shape.
あ、い、う、え、お、か、き、く、け、こ、さ、し、す、せ、そ、た、ち、つ、て、と、な、に、ぬ、ね、の、は、ひ、ふ、へ、ほ、ま、み、む、め、も、や、ゆ、よ、ら、り、る、れ、ろ、わ、お、ん、が、ぎ、ぐ、げ、ご、ざ、じ、ず、ぜ、ぞ、だ、じ、ず、で、ど、ば、び、ぶ、べ、ぼ、ぱ、ぴ、ぷ、ぺ、ぽ、きゃ、きゅ、きょ、しゃ、しゅ、しょ、ちゃ、ちゅ、ちょ、にゃ、にゅ、にょ、ひゃ、ひゅ、ひょ、にゃ、みゅ、みょ、りゃ、りゅ、りょ、ぎゃ、ぎゅ、ぎょ、じゃ、じゅ、じょ、びゃ、びゅ、びょ、ぴゃ、ぴゅ、ぴょ。Let's take a look at this chart on the right side of the main hiragana chart. In English, we will alter or mutate the vowel sounds. But in Japanese, we do this to the consonants. So these are called voiced consonants. And what we're doing is we're just changing how we make the sound very slightly for that consonant sound. The inside of our mouth is producing the vowel sound. So that is going to stay the same, but it's just the slight adjustment to our mouth or to our throat that we are making. Okay. These are called glides. Glides are when we merge an E sound, an E ending hiragana, with a ya, you, or yo, and they become one sound. So, kya, kyu, kyo. You might see Tokyo, right? Some people pronounce it Tokyo. No, Tokyo. You might see Kyoto. Many people pronounce it Kyoto. Kyo, Kyoto. So practice making these glides. Finally, we have this little section that says 気をつけて, 気をつけましょう. Let's be careful of these. Number 1, we see し、ち、つ、ふ、ん. Okay. These sounds are a little bit different than what we might expect. So, し, they write it as S-H-I. Okay. ち, C-H-I. つ, T-S-U. F, even though the row is the H row, we often write it F-U, F, in Romaji. Okay. And then we have the hiragana sound and is a syllable all by itself, unlike in English. Number 2, darirurero, darirurero. These are very challenging for English speakers to say. A Japanese R is in a different part of our voice, right? Darirurero takes place not in the back of our throat like English R's, but more in the middle. For example, if you're old enough, you might know Scooby-Doo. Right? So Scooby-Doo would speak with R sounds. So if we try, let's just try Scooby-Doo sounds. Ready? Ra, re, ru, re, ro. It's very difficult for my mouth. Ra, re, I'm pulling everything down, and my tongue is pulled way back here. Ra, re, ru, re, ro. Let's not do that ever again. If you feel like that, you're not doing it right. Practice with me an L sound. We're going to exaggerate the L just a little bit. We're going to move our our tongue a lot. La, li, lu, le, lo. Okay, la, li, lu, le, lo. Now I want you to take that motion. I want you to put your tongue on the back of your teeth and slide back just a little bit. And right before your mouth curves up, I want you to find that little point where it's the corner gone from flat to up. There's a little corner. In my mouth, I have a little divot there, so that's what I use as my guide. Now, let's make that L flap right there. Okay? Da, di, ru, re, do. That's an R sound in Japanese. Not Scooby-Doo, ra-ri-ru-ro, not singing, la-li-lu-le-lo, okay? Right in the middle, la-di-ru-re-do. If you have to, go back and forth and find that sweet spot in the middle of your mouth. It will help you. Soon it'll be natural. Row 3, we have 2 ways of saying o. The first o we found in the first row, the A row at the top, o. And then we found one at the very bottom in the W row called o. This one at the bottom, this one is only used right before an action verb. Okay, it tells me that an action is coming up. Many people will say this with just a little bit of a W. So you will also find this romaji written as W-O. Well, I prefer to write it as W-O. This textbook writes it as O. But let's try to just get rid of romaji as soon as possible and focus on hiragana. All right, now we're looking at the ji sound. We have ji made from the shi row, and we have ji made from the t row. And I'll be really honest with you, I do not know a lot of words that are the t row ji. And the same for su. In the su row, we have z. And then in the T row, we also have z. There's slight pronunciation differences, but again, I almost never use the z from the T row. Okay, so we'll focus mainly on those in the S row as ji and z. If ever we come across these ji and z from the T row, I will point it out to you, so you don't have to worry about that. And take a look at this real quick. There are many different kinds of fonts in Japanese. Okay, so just because you see one font, there might be other ways to learn it too. I've had some people say, what's going on? Sometimes they're connected, sometimes they're not. It's just a font. It's just a stylistic choice that the artist has made. Next, I would like you to make some flashcards that has hiragana on one side and then the romaji on the other. Practice using these cards with the audio that you just heard. I'll make sure that I attach the audio to this file so you'll be able to access it. Okay, so we have the first game. You're just going to lay out the cards in the same order that we hear them in the audio from the previous page. Next, you might want to shuffle them all up, listen to the audio, and pick out which card it is. Or you can ask a friend to play along with you. Okay, maybe if they don't speak Japanese or if they're not learning, maybe they can hold your card and read the romaji on the back, and you read the hiragana on the other side. And finally, this says, Hiragana no katachi o yoku mimashou. Let's take a look at these examples and how things are written. Sometimes you're going to find hiragana that look way too much alike. So whenever you find hiraganas that look alike, I want you to gather them up together, lay them out, and look at how are these different from each other. So we have a and o. They look very similar, but can you see how they are different? Me and nu are very close. But so is I, ko, and ri. Now there are others. So if you were able to line up the cards that you think look very close to each other, see if you can see the differences. It will make memorizing these much easier.
皆さん、よくできました。Join me on Patreon for new lessons every week, downloadable resources, and live study support. And a special thank you to all of my Patreon supporters. ありがとうございます。Please like this video and subscribe to my channel so you won't miss another Marugoto goal. And please share this with a friend, because studying a language is always better with a buddy. またね!